Hello everyone, Team Deception09 here with a deck profile for you guys. One that I think has actually been one of my very most anticipated deck profiles actually. I never really expected a lot of people to ask for this deck profile, which is kind of surprising to me, so I'm actually kind of glad that I'm getting some decent feedback off of this, even though I've had a few haters saying, oh well, what is this trash, blah 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 blah. In reality, this is a deck that I basically built because I'm like, well, we already have Frog Monarchs. That's basically already Water Monarch. I mean, whatever. But like at the same time, like I felt like there was something more that could be added to it. Things like Tidal, things like anything that could generate potential tribute fodder as well as do a lot of damage. And in a way, whenever I had built this, I looked at it like I sat back in my chair and I looked at it and I'm like, why does this give me a similar feel to Chaos Dragons? To an extent, like it doesn't banish or like anything like that really, but it does put a lot of heavy hitting monsters on the field, and it can do some serious work for the few spells and traps that it does have, and the huge amount of monsters that it has. I actually never expected this to do as well as it did in playtesting, as well as whenever I looked at the build, I'm like, I don't know how well this is really going to work. The thing that kind of kicks me in the teeth is that I came up with this literally about 3 weeks or so before the ban list, and it turns out that Status and the streams are getting banned. Well, not, well, streams getting banned, Status and Sphere are going to 1. So at least that's what the OCG list is. I don't know if it's going to be any different for the TCG list or not. I would be very happy to see Status and Sphere staying at 3 because that would just make this deck playable next format. You don't even really need the streams for this, but you know, so let's just kind of go over the build itself, and then like if there's anything I can think of to kind of explain, because if there is any explanations needed, then I can provide them, so on and so forth, and blah 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 blah. So let's just kind of get into it. Monsters, we have 3 titles, 3 Megalos, 3 Staeus, 3 Caius, 3 Ryza, 2 Stream, 3 Lins, 3 Swap Frogs, 3 Ronin Totems, 3 Dupe Frog, and 2 Treeborns. Spells, we have the Heavy Storm, 3 creature swaps, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, and traps, we only have 3 Abyss Spheres. Um, Extra deck, we have 2 Draco Sacks, 1 Gaia Dragon, 1 Big Eye, because Big Eye is also rumored to go to 1 anyway, so it doesn't really matter, and I don't think this deck ever really needed more than 1 in the first place, so like whatever. 1 Force Focus, 1 Ptolemy, 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. This is not out in the TCG, and I think it's going to be OCG soon. I'm not entirely sure. But you can detach both of its materials to target a set spell or trap and a face-up monster your opponent controls and destroy both of them. And the drawback to that is that your opponent takes half of the damage that they take during this turn. So, but like the fact that it can take out 2 cards for its 2 materials is pretty good. But like if you want to replace it with something that's currently out, whether you're playing, OCG or TCG, because I don't even know if this is out in the OCG yet, you can probably just put in like another Bouncer or a Ptolemy, I guess, whatever. Anyways, moving on, we have 1 X Beetle, 3 Gachi, and 3 Shiny Magician. Um, so yeah, basically, if you can't already tell, Tidal special summons, Megalo special summons, Stay special summons, and replaces the card it discards. Stream allows you to essentially get that free special summon as well. So does Lyn, so does Swat Frog, so does Ronin, and so does Treeborn and Abyss Sphere. There are a lot of ways to just easily put a monster on the board and either do some serious damage or to allow you to have tribute fodder for Caius or Ryza or anything that you decide you feel like summoning if you decide that you need the tribute for other things. The synergy between Abyss Sphere and Treeborn is actually kind of hilarious for the fact that this kills itself during the end phase of your opponent's during your opponent's next end phase. So if you go in their main phase 2 or to the end of their battle phase or whatever before they're going to declare the end of their turn, you can get your Lyn, get a free Mermail from your deck, and then during your next standby phase you won't have any back row, so Treeborn will come back, giving you 2 monsters. Meaning if you really want to, you could probably side like Lad or some kind of stupid crap like that, because you'll easily get 2 tributes right there. So I mean, there's that if you really want to do it. The Frog engine's pretty self-explanatory because I mean Frog Monarchs really. The only things that are really odd or different here is just the title, the stream, and the Mermails. The fact that Staeus, you can discard Treeborn, you can discard title, you can discard whatever, and then you get to free search your land. Because, like, yeah, you can, like, searching land isn't really always that great of an idea, but the fact of the matter is you also have spheres, so you can bring out the Megalo or the Staeus from the deck as well. You don't have to get Lind for it. So in a way, you're still replacing the card you discard, and you know, you can do a whole bunch of pretty derpy things, in my opinion. I believe in one of my replays, either it was the last one or like a different one, where I think it was the one with the Dark Lord or whatever. I can't really remember which one it was, but like I had dropped a Staeus because I had used Sphere, and then I attacked with the Lind into something to bring out another level 7 Mermail, and I think that was the one that I took the what's it called? The Zen mains or something. I can't really remember. All I know is that with the Sphere and all that, like I think it was no, it was Staeus. I dropped something for Staeus, searched this, attacked with the Lind, and then I got another level 7, made either Dracossack or Big Eye, one of the two. Either way, like that kind of play was kind of stupid. It was just really derpy, and like that's part of the reason why I'm like, why is this really working? Like, why does this actually work? Because like it just doesn't seem like it should, but it actually does. Which is probably the reason why I actually expected all the hate that I have gotten on this, even though I don't think I've gotten that much hate on it. But yeah, I really don't know if there's anything that needs to be explained. Maybe the creature swaps, I can easily explain that though. Like right now, there's so many ways to kill like the 2 tokens that Dracossack shits out. So you could just easily do that, then main phase 2 creature swap one of your weak ass monsters over, and then get a free Dracossack, detach and get materials if you want to. Things like that. It's not hard to kind of use creature swap and still get what you want out of it. Taking their Big Eye and then taking the monster you just gave them back is kind of stupid as well. Things like that. Like, it's a really good card in this format, and it will be in the next format as well, assuming that for some reason our ban list is different and we get to keep our 3 Staeus and our 3 Spheres. But like outside of that, I don't really know if there's anything else that needs to be explained. So if you really aren't certain on why I'm playing something in this deck, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys actually truly think about this deck. Like like I said, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback. I've gotten a few negative comments on some of the replays that I've uploaded of this deck being played. Things like that, and like the mixed feelings on this deck is actually kind of interesting to see how you guys are responding to this. So like, and I'm getting a lot of likes on the replays too, so I'm assuming that I'm getting more good than bad out of this, so I'm kind of curious on what you guys actually think of the deck. If you guys decide to play it before the end of the format, and for some reason Staeus and Sphere stay at 1 on the new ban list, and Stream getting banned too, of course. But like, if you guys play it before then, let me know how it plays for you, because it'd be kind of interesting to see how it works for other people. I might actually leave the deck file in the description for you guys as well if you guys ask for it or whatever. I really don't mind giving you guys the deck. But yeah, so I do hope you guys enjoyed the deck. I hope that, you know, a little bit of originality in this game is kind of something that a lot of you might be looking for right now, because like that's what I kind of saw this deck as, was a little bit of originality mixed in with, you know, some traditional stuff, aka the Frog Monarch concept with mermails and the stream and the title and whatnot, like, you know. So I don't know. Enough rambling. Like I said, if you have any opinions on the deck, like if you play it or whatever and it works well for you or whatever, just leave comments down below telling me what you guys think. And I might have another replay for this. I can't remember. It might be against plants or some shit like that. I don't know. If you want me to upload that, give this video all the likes that you can, because I mean it shows that you're supporting me, which is really cool. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Leave your thumbs up and comment your thoughts on the deck. Until I think maybe tomorrow when I do a binder video or whatever, you know. This is Team 709 signing out.